Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Said what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I ain't got nothing, homie. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I got a whole lot of nothing, homie. Buy up, buy up, buy up. Where they at though? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You already know what it is, man. Fucking with Gunners Collective today. Thank you. Before we get into it, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Press the notification bell into the all zone so that way you're abreast of all the dope content I'm bringing all week. Because I'm going to continue to do what I does, man. In the Menudo style of direct fashion, you guys see the thumbnail and you're wondering, you don't got nothing, Gun? I got nothing. Well, I got a little bit of something, but I had nothing at one point in time because I was fresh out of prison. And anyone that gets out of the pen, unless you have that support, you got that support system in place, you got your torta paying like she's weighing, then you ain't got nada, right? I didn't have that. So let me tell you the little story about exactly how hard it was for me to overcome these obstacles. And let me give you some tips on how to get a job and how to get your life together when you get out of prison. See, I've been to prison several times, violations, new cases, first term, second term, third term. And one thing I learned is ain't no one going to do shit for you. You need to do it for yourself. Now, if you're a functioning gang member and you get right into the groove of things, right into that rhythm, hey, then it is what it is, man. You already know what that encompasses, and you could go ahead and do that. But if you're like myself, that finally decided over time, man, okay, I need to get out and I need to do something on my own, something my lonesome, I have to. Only you can do it for yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Guard, you want to do something for me? Bitch, you ain't doing nothing, right? No one wants to do nothing for you. You have to do it on your own. And let me tell you something. It was rough, eh? It was rough, and I'm going to tell you a couple stories about just how rough it was. You know, there was plenty of times I got out of prison, and I thought about, you know, what am I going to do? You know, you start to think when you get that 90 day, when you get close, like 90 days, and you're looking at days and wake ups, you're like, you know what, fuck, you start to work out hard because you want to look physically fit when you get out. That's where your mentality's at. What the image you're going to put out there, what people are going to say about you. You know, and it's the same thing, man. Anyone that goes into prison, they could be all fat and sloppy, wobble. They could get their wobbleization on in prison, and they could come out physically fit, done dropped 100 pounds. And it's not because they were taking good care of themselves, because the vatos were bored and they had nothing else to do but exercise and eat healthy. I got out with the same mentality. Only I wanted to do good, man. I wanted to get a job, and a job is key. A job is key to keeping you up off the fucking streets in the nighttime when all the pleitos happening. A job is key in paying your bills because guess what? Ding, 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 newsflash, bingo, you hit it. You said it, fill it up with unleaded. You have bills to pay. Now you have to be a responsible adult, a member of society. But not only a member of society, I said they expect you to be a productive member of society. But the expectations are not what other people got coming. It's what do you expect of yourself? What do you really expect of yourself getting out? Do you want to go right back into a spoon or right back into a bolsa? Do you want to go right back to kicking it with the homies on the block? You know what I mean? Representing? That's totally up to you. Whatever you choose to do, you're a grown man or woman and you can decide that for yourself. But I know myself, my family, my support system wanted me to do good in the hood. But the only way that I was going to do that was getting off my lazy ass and going out there and struggling and striving. So I remember getting out of prison one day. And I had the mentality, man, I'm going to give me a job, you know. It's the same old thing. Homie's always like, what are you going to do when you get out? I'm going to give me some pussy, right? Hey, I've been there. I've done that ever since a young buck to a motherfucking BB all the way to a bullet, right? People have always said that. Homies are always doing that locker room talk. Yeah, I'm going to give me some pussy, man. I'm going to put it down the first night, right? Knowing damn well they ain't going to do nothing but get on that osito. Do we still got that motel? Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you got that motel with that white tirada that's walking down the street slinging pussy like a new jack. Orale, Nino Brown. I can't call it because it'd be calling her, man. It'd be calling, and definitely be calling you too. If you get right back to the sack, right back to the bag, right back to the mix, you're going to get mixed up in a blender. Don't be a pretender. I'm just keeping it real. This is exactly what happens when you have that fucking mentality. You get out there and it's fucking on La Primera lives. Just ask Chito Rana. He got out with that mentality. Where's he at right now? Yeah, Holt. You know where he's at right now. He's sitting in the county jail struggling like, fuck, hey, I was just out there. Remember all that crying and everything he did on the internet? Now look where he's at. Shit, Holmes. Lay your head on my pillow. Yeah, he's laying his head on the state's pillow. And just relax because you'll get an opportunity to shine again. But until that fucking opportunity arises, you have to set up some type of goals or some type of plan. So here's some preparation for you to do. Before you get out of incarceration, the first thing you need to do is set up a plan, Holmes. Short-term goals, long-term goals. What exactly are you going to do as a man to commit yourself to being a productive member of society, to going out there and working, to being a taxpayer, to doing what you have to do to achieve something, to accumulate. See, in this life, it's all about accumulation. Everyone's trying to accumulate things. Everyone's trying to get that, whether it be jewelry, cars, homes, equity, whatever you're trying to get, Holmes, butter from the Hoovers, right? If you're trying to get butter, whatever you're trying to get, Jody, whatever you're trying to get, only you can get it. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else, I've learned in this lifetime, is going to put anything in your pockets. And very rarely does a real one come along to do that. And when they do, Holmes, it's truly a blessing. You have to understand that. You have to recognize that. And you have to make, for what that's worth, work for you. Now, myself, I've never had nothing handed to me, man. I've had a lot of promises. A lot of real ones have made me a lot of promises. And in the end, I respect them for that, man. I respect them for coming into my lives and helping to push me to the next level of achievement. And the next level of achievement is only going to be garnished and gained by myself. So look, it trip out on this. I gets out of prison, right? And I had set up my little short-term, long-term goals. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get out. I'm going to give me a jale. You know what I mean? I'm going to get my own little place. Because I had nothing, gente. When I say nothing, I had one duffel bag with a pair of calzones. Yep, one pair of boxer briefs, right? 2 white tank tops and a white t-shirt and a partridge and a fucking no pear tree, right? I didn't have nada. Nothing. $200 gate money. You already know you got to have a phone. So let's get the communication game is real. So they give you $200 gate money when you get out of prison, and you're expected to pay for your bus ticket. You're expected to pay for this or that, whatever. You know, I didn't have people picking me up. Spencer and Latira, they had to work or they just didn't give a fuck. So either way, Holmes, I was, up shit creek with 2 paddles and they were both broken. I was doing this. You know what I mean? So I wasn't going nowhere. I get out and my first thought is, okay, I need to establish a place of residence. Luckily, I had familia that was willing to do that for me. Hey, you can stay here for like 2-3 days. You know what I mean? After that, bitch, right? So I'm going to need something. They're going to need money. Money is the root of all evil, but money also makes this world go round. That's why everyone's chasing a bag. That's why everyone's fucking on here YouTubing doing crazy shit. Everyone's trying to get to that elusive bag because money takes care of all problems. You notice that? Hey, so I can't pay my rent, eh? I can't pay my rent. Hey, here's a tawa. Shit, hey, fool. Let's go party, eh? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you got a little bit of money. Your fucking priorities are not that rent no more. Now your priorities are what I'm going to do after that rent. Or even prior to that rent, and then I can flip it again and just shed a tear and maybe someone will look out. That's just how that mentality is. So you get out, right? Like I did. And you have to put a plan in play. And I remember I had nothing. Zero, zip, nada. And the struggle was real. And I paroled to my tia's house, and my tia wasn't in the mood, eh? She was tired of all these ex-cons and parolees, myself, my 2 tios, everybody always getting out and using her house as a hub, as a safe haven, as a spot to, we eat shit, tortillas and frijoles on mine. We don't have to pay no rent. She was tired of that bullshit. This was about 2008, man. The economy had just hit. It was ugly. Remember when that shit happened? Everything went crashing down. Orale Bush, right? Everything was fucked up. And I had to figure out my own way. She sat me down and said, mijo, you got to get a job. You got to do something. So I tried odds and ends, man. You always have that mentality getting out as an ex-convict. I ain't going to get no love, no shine. But what's the worst they could do to you? You get ready? The worst they can do to you, here's knowledge you can't get in college, just tell you no. Be truthful. When you sit down, figure it out. Fill out those applications and tell the truth. Let them know where you've been. There's going to be a big gap in the work history. Hey, Saskia, it says right here you worked at McDonald's from 93 to 94. Hell yeah. See, I was shit, Hey, I was trying to make it, you have it your way. That's Burger King. That's Spencer. You know what I mean? I'm loving it. Yeah, you were loving it, all right. And then from 94 to 99, there's nothing there. That's good because, see, the way that my work history works is I was in DVI, a porter, right? You got to let them know exactly what it is. I remember my homeboy used to be like, hey, I used to work in Pelican Bay. We were like, serio? And then he goes, I used to work out in Pelican Bay. Oh, serio. We just knew exactly what that was. Let them know the truth. An employer is going to judge you on how you act and how your truthfulness comes out. And most people are going to judge you by what you portray as a person, the characterization of what you put on and put in front of them. All your past, everyone has one. Most of them guys that are hiring you, shit, you never know. They're in fucking Mill Creek just doing their thing. You just don't know, right? So tell the truth. Being truthful will help you. I got out with nothing. I was forced against the wall in a hard place where I have to fucking tell the truth. And believe me, it was a hard thing to do. Luckily for myself, I have a strong mental fucking mentality. And I knew that I could utilize things from my past to help me. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story of what exactly happened, Holmes. I get out and I have nothing. And I'm walking up and down the street filling out job applications. Yep, the gun. I did that. That's how much I want. That's how much I loved him. Orale, Steve, right? That's like a goddamn dog. That's how much I loved myself and my familia and my children, man, that I was going to get out there and I was going to walk. Because I had no vehicle. I had no one giving me a ride. Where were the homies at? Hey, where were you fucking about to at when I needed a ride, eh? If I was funching, I was in the mix. I was, okay, I got you, I got you. But if I'm out of the mix, I'm just trying to do good for my family. Hey, Bento Holmes, I seen you walking down the street the other day. Ooh, you was looking like a poop butt, right? That's it. So anyways, I'm walking. And I walked so much up and down this long street, putting in applications. Subway, Taco Bell. So, okay, yeah, I did it. I was trying to make a run for the border. I was doing everything that I could do. And let me tell you what happened. In the end, all I got was a big fat fucking bruised leg. And I sat on the curb because I couldn't walk no more. No one to pick me up. Desolation, man. Devastation. I was just there like, damn, man, no one cares. And no one doesn't. This is a cruel world we live in. You're lucky if you do have fucking real righteous ones that do care, but most people don't. They see you as a speed bump in the road home to where they're going. They did it. Why can't you? The thing is, you can. Don't let that victim mentality seep into your veins. Homes, don't. You're like an edited. Don't let people tell you can't when you absolutely can, because I'm a real one that's been there, done that, taqueado down on my head, a few on my face. I got a lot of tattoos. I got a lot. People look at me some type of way, but one thing they can't say is that I didn't strive, homes, for the betterment of me, not just my people, but for myself. So anyways, I kept on walking, homies. And let me see, my eye is right now talking about this. I'm about to shed a tear. I shed so many tears. You know, orderly pot. So I'm walking and my leg blew up, right? That's how much I walked, eh? I probably walked 40, 50 miles in that day. So I ain't putting no tapatio on it. I was fucking trooping. And there was a payphone there. This is back when there was payphones. And I was like, damn, what's my old boss's name prior to me getting incarcerated? And I didn't remember his real name. I remembered his last name, but I remembered his nickname that we used to call him. And his nickname was Cowboy, right? So he was a white dude, cool dude, man. Me and him always had a good relationship as far as work. You know, I worked my ass off. I've always been a great worker. There's no doubt and no lie in that. I try to achieve the best I can. So I looked him up in the phone book. Remember phone books? Hey, youngster, stand over there for a minute. You don't remember. Remember phone books, eh? Yes, there was still big old yellow pages. So it's like, yeah, the wind's blowing. Shit, it was blowing too fast. Boom, I see the last name. Fuck it, let me take a chance, Holmes. I'm on my last bit of change right here. You know what I mean? The struggle was real. I'm on my last fucking frau. I had about a micha, like that much. And I was, God help, it's only you. And boom, I call and a woman answers, right? And I say, is Cowboy there? And she goes, wow, I haven't heard that name for years. Well, because it had been years that I was incarcerated. She goes, yeah, let me get him. So he jumps on. He's like, what's up, buddy? I said, hey, it's me, bro. He's like, wow, it's been years, bro. You got out? He already knew I went to prison because there was I got arrested at work. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, fuck, man. And he goes, you want a job? This is how the blessings happen. I said, yeah, bro, I need one bad. He said, well, look, I work at a new place. You got a vehicle? You got a way to get there? Nope, I ain't got nada, Holmes. All I got is my big ass gigantic dick in my pants. So that's getting about right now, Holmes. I'm ready to take that to the fucking pawn shop. I don't got nothing, right? He said, look, be right here on this corner of wherever, Holmes, and I'll pick you up and I'll hire you. He was a boss, right? He did that for me. And that one move right there started me gradually into the workforce, man. Back into the workforce and do what I had to do. Not taking no for an answer. Struggling and striving. These are some of the things that I had to went through. And these are some of the things that I want to tell you about the mentality of the gun. You know, everyone judges me, quick to judge me on my stories, on because I was a gang member, what I was doing. But I'm a lot more than that, man. See, I'm a family man. I'm a hard worker. I'm someone who cares about other people, sometimes a little too much. And, you know, it slaps me in the face all the time. But I'm never going to stop being me, man. You know, everything that I've went through in life is what makes me as a person. And I'm going to continue that, you know, until the day I rot. And that's just what it is. But anyways, so he picks me up. We're going to work. About 3-4 months, and I'm feeling it now. Now all of a sudden, you know, I'm about to give me a little block beater. I'm starting to save, you know, get me a little money together so I can save for my own little Honda Accord. You know, you already know we always start out with a Camry or Accord. So I'm trying to save me up for a little Honda Accord, a little 1700. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing the job. You know, the people at this place, they like me. He introduced me to the owner. The owner likes me. And man, she wrote me the greatest recommendation letter. I'll forever thank that woman because she saved my life. But so one day we're on our way to work and burp, yep, never fails, Hums. Got him. SWAT team's all up in the middle of the street. Get out, bitch! Oh, shit! I think they're talking to you because they ain't going to call me a bitch like that, right? So me and my boss, and this is a white dude. He's shaking in his motherfucking boat. I said, I never seen nothing like this. Is this the movie Heat? Get down, right? So we're down. I'm like, don't say nothing. He's like, nothing about what? I said, just don't say nothing, bitch, right? All of a sudden, I'm gangster, right? Don't say shit. Boom, they snatched me up. There was a warrant out for my arrest. Somehow, you know what I mean? Allegedly, someone's antennas went and they knew that I was standing there on the corner. And they picked me up and boom, that's it, right? So the homeboy, we get arrested. Of course, he's like, my brother's a sheriff. You're not going to hear the last of me. That was the last I ever heard of him, man. Thank you, Cowboy, wherever you're at, for everything you did for me. I get locked up, incarcerated for an old case, man, that crept back on me that didn't even involve me. But you know, when you're locked up and you got a baby mother and she fucking crying and complaining, and next thing you know, I got a warrant out for my arrest. Anyways, quietly as it's kept, man, I ended up skirting on that 10 days and I'm out, and I'm out. Right, so I get out. Now, I just got out of prison not even 4 or 5 months before. So, I mean, the mentality of doing time, I was still active. I was still in the mix like that. Was what it was, you know. Do a little county time with the homeboys, function a little bit. It is what it is, whatever. And I get out. But now I'm starting from day one. Day oneer. Like a stone cold stunner, right? Didn't have shit. But I had a piece of paper, man, with the number to that company that I worked for. Couldn't face going back, man. You know, got arrested with my boss. He was all fucking, you know, that vato will never be the same again. I can't breathe. I got a pain in my chest and I can't breathe. The white guy was gone, right? You know what I mean? I broke his achy, breaky heart. Anyway, so I went and applied for another company, man. I remember this letter of recommendation that this lady wrote me from the previous company I worked, saved my life. They actually hired me. And that started me off into the metal industry, man, and started me off into what I do today, what I do now, which is a lot of things. You know, the mentality and the tip is to getting out of prison and getting a job is never breaking, never taking no for an answer, never succumbing to the dangerous streets out there, never giving up and just getting back in the mix. If you truly want to take care of your family, if you truly want to get a good job, because a job eliminates a lot. It eliminates pressure, eliminates bills, and it gets you everything that you want. Use delayed gratification skills in life to obtain the things you want, meaning go out there and don't just have impulse buys and buy everything just because you want the gold chain like the gun gots. No, man, gradually save up and eventually you're going to have one bigger than mine, I hope, right? That's the whole mentality there. Now, one thing I will tell you guys is I hear a lot of people that get out, man, oh man, I ain't got no help. There's a lot of programs out there to help you. If you were involved in drugs, man, if you were involved in things like that, hey, look into it, man. The phone ain't just to fucking text chicks on TikTok. Let me tell you what that phone is for, homie. That phone is to look up programs that will help you and assist you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, none of them, one of them bitches is going to fuck with you, man, if you ain't got a ranfla or you ain't got no ferry on your pocket. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the first thing that these chicks ask you nowadays, facts. Am I lying? Am I lying? The first thing that they ask you nowadays is, so what do you do? Where do you work? Because they're already trying to get in your pockets. And they don't want to see lit, homes. They're trying to hold on like Don Robinson from In Vogue. They want to be all up in your mix. So if you're going to trick like you got it, you have to have it. So you got to get a job, man. Go out there, not even for them, man, but for yourself. I know a lot of vatos, they jump the gun. The first thing you want to do, I want to get pussy. Well, you ain't going to get no pussy if you ain't got no money. So that's just the way it is. Facts. People hate me because I tell it to you real life. The tips on getting a job is to go out there and look things up, man. Be investigative, man. Go out there and Google some shit. Don't Google fucking BBWs or whatever, right? Google fucking, you know, job opportunities. There's plenty of staffing agencies. There's plenty of people that will help ex-convicts. Shit, Walmart hires? You can ding, 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 be a door greeter or something. I don't know, shit. Fucking everything's better than sitting on your fat ass waiting for that chick to fucking cook you some chilaquiles. I'm just telling you right now, that's just how it is. But I did it, gente. I was able to accumulate, coming from nothing to something. Those that watched my first channel seen, and let me tell you guys a little something, man. I lived in a one little bedroom spot. I was doing videos off the fucking foot of my bed. Hums, I was right there on my bed, little twin bed, with a fucking pushing, remember a pushing, what is that? A fucking closet on rollers and a few bootleg t-shirts in the back. I didn't have much, right? But let me tell you now, I still don't have much, but I have heart, homes. I have accumulation of things. and I have a lot more than when I just had that fucking duffel bag with nothing. And I'm an ex-convict. I get looked at a lot of certain ways because of my tattoos, because of my mentality, because of my boisterousness and the way that I fucking am. But at the end of the day, man, if I made it, you can make it. Raza, brothers, Woods, everybody, man. You know, stop taking no for an answer and stop thinking and being down on yourself. I see a lot of these channels, man. They're up, they're down. They're up, they're down, man. Hey, who gives a fuck about the downs? It's all about the ups. Holmes, dust yourself off, try again, and we're going to continue to strive and struggle together. With that being said, those are the tips and my story. I had nothing. And when I say nothing, sabes que I didn't even have a sopa. I was struggling. I was doing bad. I still don't have everything that I want in life, you know? But I'm going to work hard for it. And I'm going to get what I want. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but I will. You know, as far as utilizing or having anyone else around me that's going to help me in this, only I can help myself, man. I learned that a long time ago, man. But I love the respect that I've gotten from everyone and the support. Thank you guys so much. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. And remember, there's only two things in life that'll help you. Yourself and that one right there. And if you already know what it is, you know what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If he's going to be the head that wears this bull's crown. And I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and struggle and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's helping the raza, for the people, by the people, and telling you the dopest stories on YouTube that I possibly can. Hey, make sure you tap in with all the raza channels because they're boom bangling daily. You know what it is. The gun. Why do they hate me so much when I'm this cool? Bang, bang.